everybody, it's Bryan for Because Why Not, of course. Who else would it be? And look at this, I'm in the same shirt as I am in another video. But that's because this time we're doing kind of a pear video. Not a pear video like the fruit, but you know, maybe you don't. You're about to though. Turkey burgers made with mushrooms. They're going to go with those pickled peppers and onions we're making in that other video. It's amazing. It's super healthy. It's getting hot out. We're going to be grilling. You got to work on that summer bod. I know I do. Anyway, check out the video. Thanks.
Breadcrumbs. Portabella mushrooms. But seriously, no, yeah, you definitely, I mean, it's in the title, mushrooms, turkey and mushroom burgers. We're putting mushrooms in here. Now you could just put regular white mushrooms in there. I chose on portabella. You can really put any in there. Make sure you do 8 ounces of mushrooms though. Clean out those ribs. You don't want your burgers tasting like dirt. Really, it's just standard procedure here. Clean them out, rinse them off, and you'll be all good. Now that you have all of your mushrooms cleaned, you are going to just chop them up in as small pieces as you can. And as you watch me almost cut my fingers, not really, but it looks like it, doesn't it? It looks like I'm going to cut my fingers every single time I'm cutting something. Proper technique, people. You need proper technique. Just kind of dice them. These definitely aren't as small as they're going to be. You need them really tiny, and that's why I have my special little tool back. I broke it in one of my last videos. Remember that? But I got it back. And it works great. I love it. It chops everything super fine. I mean, it may not be, every piece might not be the exact same, but for this, it doesn't really matter. You're just putting it in ground meat. And look at what a great job it did. It's a little loud though, don't you think? Set your diced mushrooms aside and get yourself a large shallot. You're going to cut the ends off, take the skin off, and cut them into smaller pieces because, yep, you guessed right, we're doing the exact same thing as we did with the mushrooms, my favorite tool. You're going to chop them, you're not going to slap them because that's a name brand product, but you're going to get them pretty small. So your mushrooms and your shallots are all diced up real fine like. So what do you do now? Well, you got to cook them down. So you get yourself a big old pan, put some oil in it, olive oil, canola oil, avocado oil, it really doesn't matter. And heat it up about medium high. Dump your vegetables in. Sorry, vegetable and fungi. And you're gonna cook it down. You're gonna notice that at first it's pretty dry, but a lot of water will come out of this. And you see me adding some garlic salt to this, and that's only because normally you would add garlic to this recipe, whole fresh garlic, but I am allergic to it and didn't want to add that. So you can see the water coming out of the mushrooms here and the shallots. You're going to want to cook that down until just about all of that moisture has evaporated or really been absorbed into the mushrooms, as you can see here. This should take about 10 minutes, but really depending on how high your heat is, you're really just going to have to look at this and see how it turns out. You can hear that it's dry as well from the scraping I'm doing in my pan. Once your mushrooms are all dried out, you're going to go ahead and add them to your breadcrumbs from earlier. Yes, still hot. It does not matter. It's just breadcrumbs. You're going to go ahead and mix that up real well. You really want it to be incorporated together, and so there's no clumps, no lumps. And really, once this is all incorporated, you're going to let this sit for about 10-15 minutes to cool. Or you can put it in the fridge for a little bit like I did. While your mixture is in the fridge, or just cooling down in general, you can go ahead and prep your other ingredients like I am. Here we have some parsley, and you can go as little as 3 tablespoons or as much as I have, which looks like, I don't know, like a 1/4 of a cup maybe. But you're going to just chop that super fine. You don't want any big chunks of parsley in there. And then you're going to scrape it all up and put it in the bowl. Speaking of scraping it all up, look at this bench scraper. It's pretty awesome. I hear it picks up anything. Insert picking up women joke.
probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
We finally get to the ground turkey. Add it in there. Next, we're going to get some stone ground mustard, or any mustard that's really coarsely grained. If you don't like mustard, I really don't like mustard, but I like it in things. It adds moisture, it adds flavor, it adds some texture with the coarse ground. So go ahead and try that out. Now we're going to add some salt, coarse, duh. Then some pepper, another duh. A few grinds. Now after that, you're going to take an egg, lightly beat it up. That's going to be your binder, and you're going to add that to the mixture. Eggs really go in every kind of burger, meatloaf, everything kind of like that. It just helps everything stick together. So you're going to find, just like it, that the best tool to mix all of this together with is really your hands. So you should go ahead and switch to those. It's going to be disgusting, it's going to be cold, it's going to be mushy, but really, get over it. You're a cook. Are you? Or at least you should be after watching these videos. Right. But yeah, go ahead and mix it up until it's all incorporated, just like we always do. Now it's time to go ahead and shape your patties, the fun part. Easy way to do this is to just put some oil on your hands so the meat doesn't stick to them, although it still will, trust me. And I'm making mine into 4 separate patties, giving each one a pat as I put it down. You can make it into 5, you can make it into 6, you can make little sliders if you want. Go wild. You know, it's your burger. Do what you want. Speaking of doing what you want, really you always should, but this one is you kind of need to, so it doesn't stick to your grill. You're going to want to grease these burgers down. Put a little bit of oil on there. You don't want it to flare up when you put it on that charbroil flame broil fire grill of yours. You just want it to slide off nice and easy. You'll see. You'll see. Speaking of seeing, or rather barely seeing, I'm going to place these burgers on the grill, oil side down of course, just so you can barely see them, just far enough away. Don't worry, I'll zoom in. I'll zoom in for the flip. After not touching these for about 7 minutes, I repeat, not touching them, not moving them, I go ahead and flip them. And look how easily they flip because of that oil. And look at that, I'm gonna move it a little bit closer for you as well. You did oil that other side, right? These aren't going to stick when you're done with them after another 7 minutes? Don't think I forgot about that close-up shot. Gotta zoom in, see those grill marks. You know what Daddy likes. But just a taste, just a peek. Gotta wet that whistle. And it's gone until we're done. And there you have it, they're done. 4 perfectly grilled turkey and mushroom burgers. Super healthy, probably not more than 300 calories per burger there, minus the bun of course. And you know what, I should have topped them off, but I didn't because my peppers and onions, they're not done yet. You'll have to check out my next video for that one. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share, comment, like. Let me know what you think.